Today we're going to learn how to make a Supernova 3D. This is my original design. I made this up myself, my own personal kind of 3D. It's kind of like a cage cuff, kind of like a UFO, kind of like, I don't know. It's like a double, and then I kind of made it into a fatty, and it kind of like evolved from there. And it's got Vulpix on it. But, it actually started off as I was going to make a 3D for Lost, and then I realized that I came up with this cool idea of what if I started off with a double and then put like 3 columns coming out of that, and then attached to that is like X's, but it's like 3 columns. Like, it's really hard to see with these translucent beads, but I'm going to do it with neon, and it's going to be rainbow, and it's going to look cool. And the reason that I called it a supernova is because I put stars on the end of it, and it kind of looks like it's, like, exploding, so it's, like, supernova. And, I don't know, the colors, I guess, kind of, like, sunny. I don't know, that's just the name I came up with. So, yeah, it's got a Vulpix on it. Because the reason I picked these colors is because I was making him a 3D, and I had already pulled these colors out, and I was supposed to go for this. Now, I was going to use brown with it, but I was like, oh, what about this? So I used clear as the connectors, and I just came up with this idea. So, let's get started. So what you're going to need is you're going to need your connectors colors. You're going to need, I don't know how many you need of these. I just threw them in here so I'd have them, because I'm just pulling out of my neon tub here. And then you're going to need 30 of, like, how I have the stars on them. It's 10 on the top, 10 in the middle, and 10 on the bottom. So you need 30 of them, 30 stars. You can have multiple colors or whatever. I just have mine all the same color. They're all clear. And I ran out of stars, so I have hearts. And it's because I have a bajillion of these, so these are hearts. So I guess this would be kind of like an exploding heart cuff or something. But yeah, it's still supernova. That's what I'm calling it. So it would be recommended to use stars because it would make more sense that way. But I'm just using hearts for the time being. So what you're going to need is you're going to need your string, and we're going to make a double. Okay? So, but this double is going to have, you're going to have your black connector bead, and I'm going to do mine rainbow, except for the problem with this is that it's got 10 sections, so you can't do 2 full rainbows. So I leave off purple, so it's just like pink, orange, yellow, green, blue. So our double is going to be, it's going to be a connector bead, 2 of the colors, and another connector bead. So our double's only going to have 2 in the middle. Okay. And so you do that all the way around. If you're doing rainbow like me, you're going to do 2 whole rainbows with the connector beads. So it's going to be there's 5 colors in the rainbow, so it's going to be 2 times over, so it's 40 colored beads, and I don't know how many connector beads, but yeah, so 2 each section, and just do that. So you have 10 sections of colors. Okay, so once you have your single, you're going to tie it together. So you tie it together, and then we're going to make a double with it. So with this 3D, I'm going to guarantee that you're going to have to tie more string on. I know I had to once or twice, but then again, I didn't know exactly what I was making. Usually, typically, when I do string, I do like, I don't do exact measurements. I'm not going to tell you exactly what the measurements are. Just cut off the short end here, so you have one big long end. And then what I usually do is I'll pull it about arm's length, a little bit more than arm's length, because I don't like having too much string at one time. Like, personally, I don't have issues tying more string on, so it doesn't really bug me. But if you have issues tying off more string, you know, cut off a bigger piece, whatever you think is okay. I usually do a little bit more than arm's length, so I do that, and then I have enough to work with. And actually, I need to find my needle. Here we go, it's on the floor. Okay, personally, when I make 3Ds or cuffs or anything, I have become accustomed to using needles. This is a quilter's needle. The bottom of it is not sharp, it's dull. You can get the plastic ones, which are even better. It's got a big eye to freaking put the string in. What you do have to do, though, is that the string by itself can be a little big sometimes, depending on if you're using a smaller needle or not. So sometimes I do bite the ends of it to make them flat. I really actually wouldn't recommend doing that, because it'll probably mess up your teeth, but it doesn't matter, whatever. Lost is freaking crazy. He freaking, like, he doesn't use scissors. He bites his string apart. He's gonna mess up his teeth. Just worries me. But, yeah. So, I'm tying my needle on. Once you get that all squared away, if you're going to do that, it's time to start the cuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do is string under the black bead. I just do that to hide the knot that you just tied, to tie the signals together. I don't know, I like hiding my knots. Plus it makes it nice and easy, so all you have to do now is to do your double by adding the 2 pink beads on and go all the way around till you have it. So hopefully if you're making a 3D, you know how to make a double. So you just go through the black beads, like so. So you have a double. My headphones are getting hot. Okay. But you get double all the way around, do that, and then we're going to tie it.